This war ended before most people even finished their morning coffee. It lasted less time than a single TV episode. It ended before the palace clock tower stopped burning. This is the story of the war that lasted only 38 minutes. In the late 1800s, the British Empire was the most powerful force on Earth. It controlled oceans, trade routes, and entire countries. Zanzibar was a tiny island off the coast of East Africa, near modern-day Tanzania. But it was rich in trade, and the British wanted full control. They didn't just want influence. They wanted to choose who became the Sultan of Zanzibar. That desire for control would lead to a war that shocked the world. On August 25, 1896, the Sultan of Zanzibar, Hamad bin Thuwaini, died suddenly. His nephew, Khalid bin Barghash, immediately seized the throne. But Khalid was not the person the British wanted. The British preferred another man, Hamad bin Muhammad, who they knew would follow their orders. So they gave Khalid an ultimatum: leave the palace, step down, and let their chosen man take power, or face war. On the morning of August 27th, a British ultimatum was delivered. Khalid was given exactly 1 hour. By 9 a.m., he had to surrender and leave the palace. At 9 a.m., if he hadn't surrendered, the British would fire. Khalid did not surrender. At 9:02 a.m., the first cannon fired. The war had begun. 5 British warships fired on the royal palace and the harem. The palace was made of wood and stone, with no real defenses against modern warships. Shells exploded, the palace clock tower burned, and smoke rose over the city. Within minutes, the palace was reduced to rubble. At 9:38 a.m., the white flag of surrender was raised. The bombardment stopped. The war was over. It lasted only 38 minutes. Some sources say 40, some 43, but all agree. It was the shortest war in recorded history. The cost was brutal. Over 500 Zanzibari defenders were killed. The palace was destroyed. The Sultan, Khalid bin Barghash, fled to the German consulate and escaped the country. On the British side, only 1 Marine was injured. After the war, the British sent their chosen man, Hamad bin Muhammad, as the new Sultan. Zanzibar now was fully under British control. Later, the British even sent Zanzibar a bill for the cost of the war. This was not a war of great armies or epic battles. It was a war of power, imperialism, and gunboat diplomacy. A tiny island, a dead sultan, and a 1-hour deadline led to the shortest war in history. 90 seconds after a TV episode starts, this war was already over. But in those 38 minutes, a country was lost, and an empire proved its control. Follow World Cipher for more impossible stories from Earth. From borders that don't make sense, to places that seem fake, to wars that ended too fast to believe.